It is so sad to see what they've done to my beloved Call of Duty franchise. But that's okay, because Battlefield is here to take Call of Duty's lunch, and I am so here for it. Knock, knock. And now, finally, Battlefield is the new king of first-person shooters. Yeah, it really is depressing to see what they did to Call of Duty, man. It used to be so amazing. It used to be the king. But you've seen what they've done over the past few years. I know just this past year playing Black Ops 6 with my buddy Russ, we noticed, like, what's going on? There's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the battlefield. Like, what's going on?
Yo, it's the Green Machine, gonna rock the town without being seen. Have you ever seen a turtle get down?
Like, you can see the total vibe and the change of what they've done to it. They've put all these skins in it to try and chase Fortnite money. Like, the greed is getting off the chain. I guess they think they're too big to fail, and they can do anything, and we'll just eat it up. They can throw AI slop in it. They can put the battlefield full of people like Nicki Minaj and all these other B-list Hollywood actors that nobody cares about just so they can sell you some skins. Dude, when I go on the battlefield, I want to feel like I'm in a war. I want to be with other soldiers. It totally ruins the illusion when you have cartoon characters on the battlefield. Like, what is going on here? Like, it's even got so bad that Battlefield put out a little video to troll and mock Call of Duty about it. That's how bad it's got. Check it out.
The world is a vampire. Sent to drain.
Showtime.
Secret destroyer. Hold you up to the flames. Sound check. What do I get?
Okay, boys, we're here to do one thing.
For my pain?
One thing.
Who was that?
Doesn't matter. Let's move.
Now that is some epic boss level trolling. But yeah, it gets even worse than that, man. Like, look at what Andy Pants Gaming Online was saying about this game. Andy Pants is a great channel. I totally align with his views on gaming. And this is what he had to say about it. I mean, the wokeness is off the chains these days.
Actually put a black, overweight, disabled girl boss in their game. Boys, let's watch. This is incredible.
Yep, there it is. We did it, boys. Look at this.
Michael Madsen then turns into a towering evil white man. Then the black girl boss must protect her people by fighting the white man. Guys, I wish this was a joke, but it's not. This is not a joke. This is in the game.
So yeah, on top of all this monetization and horrible skins turning the battlefield into a cartoony joke, on top of that, they got all this woke programming in the game that nobody wants to see, that everyone has decided they don't like. The market is spoken. There's entire companies going under because of this, like Ubisoft. I mean, look at what happened to Concord, man. Nobody wants this woke stuff, and yet they keep pumping it into the game like they're trying to appeal to an audience that doesn't exist. It's almost like their attempt to appeal to the broadest mass market that they can, and in the process, they don't appeal to anybody. They're not serving their core audience anymore. And here's Battlefield to pick up all the pieces, to pick up the mess. Battlefield's coming in and giving us what we want. We want real war, real soldiers, real boots on the ground action. We want it dirty and messy and violent. None of this cartoon woke garbage. And it really breaks my heart. It really does. Like, look how good Call of Duty used to be, man. Back in the day when these games came out in the original Modern Warfare back in 2007, man, you should have been there. Man, I was there. I was there on day one, and that game blew my mind. I remember seeing that first demo when you landed on the ground, and my mind was completely blown.
We gotta hustle. Let's go.
Move it! Move it!
Clear! Keep moving!
Contact right! Contact right! Stand so close and fire on that building. We have to move forward.
Like back in the day when this was what Call of Duty was, it was a beast. It dominated. Nothing was as good as Call of Duty. Dude, it took over entire high schools. And when new releases would come, everybody would call in sick to work. Back in those days, I was in my 20s and working, but then look what happened as time went on. Ghost was probably the first real misstep in the series. I actually like Advanced Warfare. Black Ops 3 I didn't care for. And then Infinite Warfare. Now this is the one where it all started to go south. And I remember when they released the trailer for this, and it became like the most downvoted, most disliked video on YouTube. And the audience was telling Infinity Ward that this is not what we want to see. And they didn't know what to do with it. They had to keep coming out with annual sequels, year after year after year. And they didn't even put single-player campaigns in many of them. And then they slowly introduced the battle passes, and the skins, and the monetization. I thought this first Modern Warfare, that gave me hope that they were going to bring it back. They did something really good with this. I thought this was a great game, and Modern Warfare 2 was pretty good. And Cold War wasn't bad either, I guess. But Vanguard, I didn't even touch. Modern Warfare 3, everyone says is terrible. And now, with Black Ops 6 and 7, they're ruining it. They're ruining it, and it's so depressing. And look, the market has spoken. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 has emerged as the franchise's worst launching title in modern history, facing significant criticism and poor performance across multiple regions and platforms. Was the worst Steam launch in the franchise's history, with player numbers below 100,000 concurrent, far below the 230 achieved by Black Ops 6. And Black Ops 6 I have a lot of criticisms about too. And in Japan, it was also a record low, and in Europe as well. And you see this in the headlines. Suffers terrible launch in Europe, 63 fewer copies sold than Battlefield 6. Japan sold 12,000 copies for a 20-year low for the series. Call of Duty has never been in this position before. It has dominated the first-person shooter genre for almost 20 years. But now there's a new king in town. EA has said Battlefield 6 is the best-selling shooter of the year, and it's the best-selling launch in the Battlefield franchise. Highest-selling FPS shooter of 2025, contender for best-selling game of the year, full stop. Has also set a mighty series record, becoming the best-selling entry in the franchise thus far. I love to see it. And you can see here it sold 7 million copies within its first 3 days of release, making it a record-breaking launch. Top-selling title on Xbox PC. In October, that sales surpassed the lifetime sales of Battlefield 1, which had been the franchise's best seller for nearly a decade. Isn't that something? So they really brought it this time, boys. They really brought it. And you can see on the charts, this is what it looks like on the Steam charts. Right now, I guess it's settled back to around 200,000. It goes between, I guess, 250 all the way down to 75 at times, you know. But at peak, it was at 747. And I tried to look up the Call of Duty numbers, but it looks like they took it down. I don't know. Maybe it's not looking good for them. I don't know what that's about. So yeah, there you have it, man. Call of Duty has lost its position as the king of the first-person shooter. Now, I know another game that's out right now that is absolutely heating up the charts is Arc Raiders, and that's probably doing even better than Battlefield, but it's not a first-person shooter. It's third-person. It's a extraction shooter. But as far as first-person shooters go, Battlefield is now the new reigning champion, and I am so here for it. I have loved Battlefield all the way through. I started with Battlefield 2. Now, I remember Battlefield 2 when it first came out, man. That game had me so addicted. I couldn't even believe it. I remember getting all the manuals for both this game and subscribing to a Battlefield podcast back in the day. And man, I was such a huge fan of Battlefield. I obsessed over it. When Battlefield 2142 came out in 2006, man, that's probably the most fun I've ever had with a Battlefield game in my whole life. I completely obsessed over this. I remember getting into a match, and voice over IP was new back in those days. It was very exciting to be able to talk to other players. And I remember being the squad leader, and I had so much experience, and I would take charge and be like, okay, we need this kind of character, we need to go here and go there. The guy on the headset was like, man, you're really into this. Battlefield Bad Company and Bad Company 2, awesome titles, great destruction, really great single-player campaigns, really good personality. Battlefield Bad Company 2, for many, is their favorite in the series. I loved it. I did think the multiplayer was really good, but my favorites were Battlefield 3 and 4. Battlefield 3 and 4 are the crunchiest, and I just poured so many hours into these games. My new favorite is Battlefield 6, at least the multiplayer. I know the single player, they did some woke stuff too. Hardline is a great game. I wish I had played more of it. I did play a lot of it. Had the same engine as Battlefield 4. Was a huge fan. And I played it as long as I could, but man, the servers on that dried up real fast. Battlefield 1, wow, man, this game's outstanding. Easily up in the top 3 to 4, I would say, Battlefields. Some people would say it's their favorite as well. Battlefield 5 was their only major misstep. I think Battlefield 2042 wasn't as bad as everyone says it is. Battlefield 5 was when they first started bringing the wokeness, and they had a major campaign going on for Not My Battlefield. And I, too, man, I boycotted that game and I didn't play it. I still never really played it. I think they fixed it, and I should go back and play more of it, but man. Battlefield 2042 I actually really liked. I didn't like the operators as much. I wanted them to go back to classes, and they did. I ended up putting more hours into this than any other Battlefield ever. And now here we are at Battlefield 6. Oh my goodness. Never have we been treated to such a spectacle, such a beautiful, well-put-together multiplayer experience. It's a shame what they did with the single player. I've heard lots of bad things about it. But as far as multiplayer goes, Battlefield 6 is the new king of first-person shooters. And I am so here for it. Anyway, I just started out this channel, Adamental Gaming. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel, and I appreciate all the support I can get. All right, until next time.